Come in, let's go to the fruiting chamber.
Oh, wow.
Close the door.
What is that? Like a smoke machine?
Those are not smoke. That is the breath of a dragon.
I'm Ming Tan, and I'm a chef. But in this series, I won't be in the kitchen very much. Instead,
You ready?
Yes.
I'll be spending all of my time on farms.
No, no, no. Wrong way, wrong way.
Just collapse and pull.
I'm about to collapse.
These are farms run by Singaporeans.
I'm screwing up so much.
I'll be slogging it out as a farmhand. To find out what it takes to farm food today,
We will have a Singaporean chef coming over, so we're going to clean the room and then we set out the bed for him. Okay, huh? Okay, come, let's go.
He can stay here?
Why not? Move back, put the blanket.
I'm on my way to Chalong, a 20-minute drive away from Phuket City, the capital of Phuket Province.
Hello, sir.
Hey, hi,
William,
Ming.
nice to meet you.
Here is where Singaporean William Leong chose to build a mushroom farm 4 years ago.
So this is where you'll be sleeping. We have a fan for you, just in case you find that the aircon is too cold.
Considering the temperature here is about 32 degrees Celsius, I'm glad for both the air conditioning and the fan.
Although this is a packaging room, but I think you'll be comfortable.
Okay, I appreciate it. So this will be home base as we learn the processes of your farm. What's the plan for tomorrow?
Tomorrow you're going to help me to deliver mushroom to the wet market.
My first task as a farmhand is to get the mushrooms to the wet market before 7 a.m. That's peak hour at the market.
Okay.
Can you help me to pack this up, weigh it 1 kilo, and then tape it up? Can you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, come, let's do this.
Wow, these are nice and fat.
William grows mainly oyster mushrooms.
Because mushrooms are kind of airy and puffy and spongy, surprising volume is needed to make up a kilogram. 1 kg of mushrooms.
Oyster mushrooms are often described as slightly sweet, with hints of anise or seafood. Their versatile taste makes them a great addition to many Thai dishes.
How many bags of mushrooms do you normally pack every morning when you go to the market?
We can do about 10 kilo up to 50 to 60 kilo a day, depending on the stages of harvest.
So it's not a very set kind of situation where every day you're always going to get the same consistent number, right?
Yeah. If you have a fresh cycle, naturally your yield or production on the first few cycles are very high. But as they progress, the amount will start to decrease.
Off to the market with these mushrooms.
This morning, we are headed to Sum Sakran, the main wet market in Chalong town.
I love this place so much. The moment you step into the wet market, you can feel this is actually what a wet market should look like. Kaka, how are you?
Hello,
Morning.
Sawadee
And this is Chef Ming.
Katai Wanakit is one of the 200 stallholders here. But she's the only one who gets her mushroom supplies from William.
So how did you find out about William and his mushroom farm?
มีคนแนะนำไปอะค่ะ เพราะว่าฟาร์มสะอาด แล้วก็เขาทำเห็ดฟาร์มเป็นล็อกได้ดูสวยงาม ตกใจค่ะ เพราะว่าไม่เคยเห็นคนสิงคโปร์มาทำฟาร์มผักแบบนี้ แล้วก็ชอบค่ะ เพราะว่าฟาร์มของคุณวิลเลียมนี่สะอาด ใช่ค่ะ เพราะว่าของเขาสามารถเก็บเอาไว้ได้นาน เคยซื้อที่ตลาดมาขายแล้วพอได้สัก 2-3 ชั่วโมงก็เปียกน้ำอะค่ะ
So normally when we put the mushrooms out here, how fast do they take to sell out completely?
ประมาณ 2 ชั่วโมงค่ะ
She saw that our mushroom bring her the quality that she want, that she can sell to the customer. In return, the customer say thank you. That is kind of satisfaction.
I need to understand how you grow your mushrooms, my friend.
You will have the chance to do that.
I'm back at the farm. At 17,000 square feet, Mushroom World is only slightly bigger than an Olympic-sized pool. Yet, this relatively small farm is responsible for producing more than 40 tons of oyster mushrooms each year. Wait a minute. I don't see any mushrooms sprouting from the ground.
Ming, where do you think mushroom is grown?
I'm going to say soil.
It's not soil. In order to farm mushroom productively and efficiently, we use agriculture-approved sawdust.
Sawdust.
Mushroom doesn't grow in the soil. They grow on wood-based material, which is sawdust or decay matter in any means.
Okay, so perfect. We just take the sawdust and then we can make mushrooms really. Is it as simple as that?
You think that's so simple?
No, I don't know.
It looks simple, but not easier.
All right, so what do we do?
First, we need to put on our mask.
Yeah, don't want to breathe in any sawdust.
And bring the barrel here.
All right.
Okay.
Why is sawdust such a good medium for growing mushrooms?
Sawdust is a carbon base. They actually contain lignin, hydrocellulose, and cellulose food salts. These are the three components of nutrients that the mushroom need to have.
And you're telling me this is food for the mushroom?
You're right.
Today, William wants to start producing a new batch of mushrooms. And we are moving 100 kilograms of sawdust to the farm's production area.
And go.
William usually does this with one staff. Today, I am his help. Here is where the sawdust will be mixed with nutrients to create a substrate for the mushrooms to grow in.
So when you first started out, right? And you told everyone, I am going to shovel sawdust and grow mushrooms in sawdust. What did people say to you?
Are you crazy?
I am spending a week at a mushroom farm in Phuket with Singaporean farmer William Leong.
So why did you want to become a farmer?
I was invited to a mushroom fruiting chamber. The moment I stepped into the fruiting chamber, my five senses started to activate. The sight, the hear, the smell, the taste, the feel. There's actually a calling from the mushroom to invite me to become a farmer, to receive them as a form of food to be served.
Very strong reason to go into farming. I can completely relate with that. When I look at a nice piece of meat or a nice vegetable, I go, how much joy can I bring to someone else
Yes,
from this item?
Yes.
And it's a form of respect, right?
Right.
So your family said,
are you crazy?
why?
Very obvious, because I'm already hitting 56 years old. That is not the time where you start another entrepreneurship.
Prior to mushroom farming, William worked in the finance sector. But he decided to do this instead. So he took a sizable amount of his savings to build this farm.
You got to chase your dream, man. And that is a calling and it's a passion, telling you that this is something you can do and leave a legacy behind in the future.
But chasing your dream doesn't tell you how to make your dream into a reality, right? So literally shoveling this stuff and putting a plan together to grow mushrooms, where did that come about?
I went into deep research and I went to explore how to do all those things hands-on. I learned it from the social media YouTubes. And we start to do crazy things. Simply buy mushroom from the market and hoping that by dropping them into some compost material, the genie mushroom will just sprout out in a couple of days. It doesn't happen that way. When you try to go at home level, which is DIY, you will miss out a lot of important situations where you didn't even know it happens. For example, contamination, the processes, missteps, and all this. But I do manage to grow some weird mushroom that looks mutant, but is edible out from a little container, right? And that little success make the belief of growing mushroom commercially stronger. In 2018, I decided to learn from a couple of masters in Thailand how to grow edible mushroom. And once that has been acquired, the skill, the knowledge, ability, in 2019, I decided to set up a farm. 2019 is just a humble 5,000 square feet farm. And after 2019, during the COVID 2020, I decided to make a drastic move. We moved on to a bigger farm, which is 17,000 square feet.
I find out that a rental dispute had forced William to move out of his first farm. But it turned out to be a blessing in disguise. With a bigger space, William was able to design and install automatic lighting and a ventilation system to help his mushrooms grow faster and healthier. Today, we're starting on a new cycle, which means preparing mushroom bags where inoculated mushroom grains can grow. After mixing the sawdust with nutrients and enzymes, I have to pack the sawdust into plastic bags. These will be ready for harvest in 1 to 2 months.
I'm going to show you this. While we are waiting for this to build up, we got to quickly put in another bag. So you see, the pace is pretty fast. Can you do that?
I hope at the end of the shoot here, I still have 10 fingers left. Okay, so I put the bag on and then it rotates here. I take the bag out
Yes.
and then I put a new bag in. I take out the loaded bag from here, I put it into the rack, and then I put a new bag on. That doesn't seem that complicated.
Definitely it's not. But Ming, you got to do 180 in 1 hour.
Okay.
I must fill these bags within an hour before the substrate dries out. Because if the substrate is too dry, the mushrooms within grow too slowly.
You have to coordinate between your hands and obviously your eyes, right? You have to figure out, based on the sound and the rotation of the tray, how much time you have. You don't have a lot of time. You have maybe 4 seconds each, right? Okay, so after 10 minutes, I have
8 bags. We still have about 172. And we are left with 50 minutes. Can we do 172 in 50 minutes?
I can figure this out. It needs to go around the bag. And then now this needs a half bag because it is goya. Wait, I need a shovel more now.
Yes, yes.
I have to persevere.
You are right, absolutely.
I'm gonna conquer you today. Or I'll try lah, at least. Let's go. Hey, why does it look bangkok? It's okay, ah?
Not okay.
Cannot?
Cannot.
Why, ah?
Because you on and off, you jerk the plastic bag and they start to break.
I'm screwing up so much. This is not good, guys.
Watching Ming to do it, it reminds me of my past.
William spent 1 year learning this technique in school. Mushroom farming school, that is. Finally, I finished 180 bags in 50 minutes. Next, our mushroom bags need to be packed even tighter and then sealed.
So if you do not pack them well, you create a space in between of the base or even on top of it. And when there are condensation, that is where contamination occurs.
Did you always have staff to help you on?
In the beginning, no. I will always work alone.
So you had to pack all and then do all these steps by yourself?
Yeah.
Or how many were you packing?
1,000. And it took me 3 days.
Once done, our sealed substrate bags need to be placed in what William calls the nuke.
This tank kill off whatever pathogen or microorganism found inside there.
Mushrooms thrive in a sterile environment. A previous machine that William used to heat substrates to 100 degrees took 6 hours to sterilize. So, he had this autoclave custom built. Unlike his previous machine, it is made out of 100% steel and comes with safety features, making it easy to reach a boiling point of 120 degrees Celsius to expedite the process of sterilization.
So did you factor in all this expenditure when you first thought, I want to get to a point where I can grow mushrooms?
I wanted to factor in, but the thing is that I do not know even it exists in the first place.
You don't even know what you don't know.
Right. Then how am I going to factor in until you found out that you have to do it?
How unexpected was the cost of all this for you?
The expectation can be a total blackout.
William Leong has invested nearly $500,000 into his farm.
Is your farm standing on its own 2 feet right now?
No profit yet. Very close to break even. We are moving in towards that positive direction. So to begin with, I only give myself 6 months to survive in the farm, and the 6 months come, and we are still doing. And not only that, we are growing.
If you hadn't succeeded in that 6 months,
I will pack my bags and back to Singapore.
Tomorrow morning, we are finally going to inoculate these bags with mushroom grains. This morning, I am planting inoculated mushroom grains into the substrates we prepared yesterday.
and as much as that is fun, it's time to get started on some work. We actually have to take these grains, distribute them, is it?
Yes, to every bag,
Okay, there's a specific amount?
about 10 to 20 grams.
When that's done, we have to move them into the incubation room, where this takes place.
There's all sorts of stuff growing. What are like roots, white things moving down from the top. Pregnant bags of mushroom babies. So it's amazing. What we put in the top here has now grown to have these roots that grow downwards. How long does it take?
About 30 days?
30 days.
Yes, 30.
All right, so this incubation process is done. This is the first part of the growing. What else is there for me to do?
Ming, I'm going to bring you to a very special place. Ming. Children, sorry cup.
Hello, Waddy Cup.
Welcome, Ming.
Hello. Nice to meet you all.
Ban Chalong School is one of the 4 schools William has been helping since 2019. He has been teaching Thai students how to grow mushrooms, providing them with a substrate and mushroom culture. This is the school's makeshift fruiting chamber, a space where mushrooms are exposed to just enough light and oxygen to produce fruit.
Keep them tight so that they do not move too much. Oh, you're loosening them.
This is like mushroom Jenga.
Oyster mushrooms will sprout from these bags in about a week.
What was it about this school in particular that made you want to come and...
One of the main criteria I'm looking at, does the school has the passion to make growing works? And when I visited the school, they don't have mushroom farm. But do you know what they have? They have hydroponic, they have marigold plants, they rear fish, they rear chicken with eggs. So they are a very passionate school that want to grow something.
Already exposed to growing things.
So knowing that, we set up a mushroom farm here and let them add on to the existing portfolio of income.
You have to be here giving of your time and your effort to set this up with them.
I think that is a social call. Whatever you do, you give it back. So school is one of those opportunities. You can benefit a lot of students. If I'm going to do it for a household, most probably a family of 4 or 5, right? But if I do it for school, It's a whole village of students. Coming, let's go to the fruiting chamber. Right.
Oh, wow.
Close the door.
What's going on? Is it a vapor or what is that? Like a smoke machine.
Those are not smoke. That is the breath of a dragon. The breath of a dragon emitting spores.
Spores are the equivalent of seeds in plants. But unlike seeds, they are microscopic, and mushrooms emit spores in the air to reproduce and spread into new areas.
As you look here, they are moving gently in the universe. So how you feel right now is exactly how I felt before. That is where I'm here doing mushroom growing.
So my final task is harvesting oyster mushrooms that have been growing for 2 weeks.
So I'm gonna try and figure out how to put my fingers in here.
Yeah.
Get my fingers around the stem,
Right,
and then
gently twist and turn.
yeah.
Is it a clean pool?
I can't tell. I guess we look inside. Oh, it looks
What do you
like
think?
clean.
Yeah, good job.
William will reserve these mushrooms for walk-in customers. What William doesn't know is that I've nicked a few.
Right, so William has no idea what I've just done. I think he knows I was pottering around in the back area in the kitchen. I've cooked him a little bit of a dish that means quite a lot to me. And because William is Cantonese, I think he'll appreciate it too. Let's hope he likes it. I've got something here that I think you'll appreciate.
Okay.
And I've also incorporated your mushroom.
Oh,
Okay? William, you're Cantonese, right?
Yeah, I'm a Cantonese.
So I have some Cantonese blood in me also. And this is one of my favorite dishes, choi po tan. Please dig in. Such a common Singaporean dish, right? William, thank you for sharing your passion with us. I don't think that in just a few days, right, we can fully capture the essence of your sacrifice and the efforts you put into this.
I appreciate all those kind words. Hopefully, more Singaporeans will be inspired to go for what they believe in, anticipate and be prepared when there are challenges. Just persevere. Because at the end of it, success is defined by the things that we do every day.
And I have a deep, deep respect